The courtroom fell silent as the little girl stood, her teddy bear clutched against her chest. Rain tapped faintly on the tall windows, blurring the world outside. 9-year-old Maya Parker stared at the woman sitting at the witness stand, her stepmother, Sarah Bennett Parker, and then turned toward the judge. "My dad didn't cause the crash," Maya said, her voice trembling but clear. "She did. And I can prove it." The prosecutor shot up from his seat. "Objection, Your Honor. She's just a child." But the judge raised a hand, eyes narrowing. "Let her speak." Behind the defense table, Liam Parker sat motionless, disbelief written across his face. For weeks, the world had seen him as a husband desperate for money, an architect who'd cut his own car's brakes. But in that instant, everyone saw something shift, a child's truth pushing back against a web of adult lies. Outside, reporters waited for the verdict. Inside, one girl's courage was about to expose a secret that could destroy everything. Subscribe to Acts of Kindness Stories, because sometimes, even a child can change the ending. Rain hammered against the courthouse steps as reporters swarmed outside, their microphones glistening under the gray sky. Inside, the tension was thick enough to silence even the clicking cameras. The jurors avoided eye contact. Liam Parker sat motionless, staring at his cuffed hands. He looked like a man already halfway buried by the weight of accusation. Only one person refused to look defeated, his daughter, 9-year-old Maya, standing just beyond the courtroom doors, clutching the same teddy bear that had once made her feel safe at night. Now it held something far greater than comfort. It held truth. When the doors opened and the bailiff called her name, Maya's sneakers squeaked softly on the polished floor. The sound seemed impossibly loud in that still room. Every adult turned toward her as if she were stepping into a storm meant only for grown-ups. Sarah Bennett Parker sat at the prosecution's table, her neck braced straight, her hair arranged perfectly, a delicate tear poised on her cheek. To the cameras she looked like a survivor. To Maya, she looked like a stranger wearing her mother's smile. Judge Wilson's voice was calm but firm. "Miss Parker, please take the stand." Maya climbed into the witness chair, legs dangling above the floor. She set the teddy bear in her lap. Barbara Reynolds, her father's attorney, offered a reassuring nod. "Can you tell us what happened the night of the crash?" Barbara asked. Maya's voice trembled. "We were driving to dinner. It was raining. Dad pressed the brakes, but the car didn't stop. And before that night," Barbara continued gently, "did you ever hear your stepmother talk about the car?" Maya looked at Sarah. The woman's polished smile tightened. "Yes," the girl said. "She told someone on the phone that she knew how to make it look like an accident." The courtroom rippled with noise. The judge raised her gavel. "Order." Sarah's attorney leapt to his feet. "Objection. Hearsay and imagination. She's a child, she doesn't know what she heard." But Barbara stepped forward. "Your Honor, the child has a recording." The words fell like a stone into deep water. Every head turned toward Maya's lap, where the teddy bear sat staring blankly back. The judge's expression softened, then hardened again. "We'll review that recording in due course. Continue." Maya looked down, whispering, "I just want my dad to come home." Liam's throat tightened. It was the first time anyone had spoken about home since the arrest. When court recessed, reporters surged again. Is the girl lying to protect her father? Did the stepmother plot the attack? Who is Rick Davis? Their questions crashed like waves outside. That night, Barbara sat in her dim office, studying the case files spread across her desk. Rain drummed against the window, steady and relentless. A knock came, Detective Collins, soaked from the storm, holding an envelope. "We found something near the Parker residence," he said. Inside was a business card. Davis Auto Repair, Rick Davis, owner. Barbara felt her pulse quicken. That's the man from the recording. Collins nodded grimly. We're still confirming, but if he's real, we might be looking at conspiracy, not accident. Meanwhile, in her grandmother's house, Maya lay awake. The teddy bear rested beside her pillow, its small plastic button glowing faintly in the dark. She pressed it once, and Sarah's voice filled the room, whispering, sharp and cold. The insurance policy is active. $2 million when everything goes according to plan. Maya pressed the button again, cutting the voice short, then whispered into the darkness, tomorrow they'll believe me. The next morning, at school, whispers followed her down the hall. That's the girl from the news. Her dad's the one who tried to kill his wife. Maya kept her head down, pretending not to hear. But inside she carried a quiet fury, the kind that burns steady instead of bright. Dr. Chen, the school counselor, called her into her office. You've been very brave, Maya, she said gently. But bravery can be heavy. Do you want to talk about it? Maya hesitated, then nodded. They think my dad's a bad person. But I have proof. Nobody listens. Dr. Chen leaned forward. I'm listening now. For the first time, Maya felt safe enough to press the teddy bear's paw. The room filled with Sarah's voice. When it ended, Dr. Chen sat back in shock. This recording could change everything, she said softly. Across town, Sarah Parker sat in her office, sipping coffee as she scrolled through listings for beachfront homes in Costa Rica. Her brother, Congressman Robert Bennett, had called earlier, promising to handle the media. She smiled at her reflection in the window. Let them chase ghosts, she murmured. They'll never find what I buried. But the illusion began to crack. Detective Collins obtained surveillance footage showing a man in a baseball cap leaving the Parker driveway 2 days before the crash. The timestamp matched the night Sarah had told Liam she'd called a mechanic. Barbara connected the dots. Rick Davis had been there. Back in court, Sarah's mask began to slip. When Barbara cross-examined her, each question landed like a hammer. Mrs. Parker, were you aware your husband was behind on his business loans? Sarah nodded, cautious. Yes, but that's not relevant. It's relevant when you stood to inherit $2 million from his death. I didn't know the policy details. Then why, Barbara asked, sliding a printed statement across the table, did you call the insurance company 3 times in the week before the crash? The color drained from Sarah's face. The jury leaned forward. I was confirming coverage. For what? Barbara pressed. Your husband's life, or your escape plan? The judge's gavel struck once. Counsel, control your tone. But the damage was done. That evening, Sarah drove to a quiet parking lot and dialed a number she'd deleted months ago. Rick, she whispered, they're getting close. We need to leave. On the other end, a man's voice replied, rough and nervous. I told you this would happen. You wanted easy money. Don't lecture me, she snapped. Book the tickets. Tomorrow night. Panama. Unbeknownst to her, Detective Collins had already traced the call. 2 days later, the courtroom erupted again when Collins entered mid-session, holding a handcuffed man by the arm. Your Honor, he announced, this is Richard Davis, the mechanic who tampered with the Parker vehicle. He's ready to testify. Sarah's perfect posture collapsed like paper. Rick's confession came in fragments, each word cutting deeper into the lie. She said it would look like an accident. I just cut the brakes like she told me. She promised half the insurance money. The room gasped. Liam buried his face in his hands. Maya gripped the bear tighter. Sarah stood suddenly. He's lying. He's trying to save himself. But the judge's voice cut through the noise. Sit down, Mrs. Parker. When the teddy bear recording finally played aloud, Sarah's own words filled the courtroom again, every deceit, every whisper of greed echoing off the marble walls. No one could deny the truth anymore. Liam's eyes met Maya's across the room, tears tracing down both faces. The verdict came swiftly. The judge's tone was calm but final. All charges against Mr. Parker are dismissed. Mrs. Sarah Bennett Parker, you are remanded into custody for conspiracy to commit murder and insurance fraud. Reporters shouted questions as Sarah was led away in handcuffs. Do you have anything to say? One yelled. She turned, eyes blazing. You think this is over? It's not. But everyone knew it was. Outside the courthouse, sunlight broke through the clouds for the first time in weeks. Liam knelt in front of Maya on the courthouse steps. You saved my life, he whispered. I should have listened to you from the start. Maya shook her head. You believe me now. That's enough. Their embrace drew a ripple of quiet applause from onlookers. In the days that followed, the story spread across the country. The girl with the teddy bear that told the truth. Talk shows debated it. Schools discussed it. Parents whispered about the courage of a child who refused to be silent. At home, Maya returned to her grandmother's kitchen, where the scent of cinnamon and old wood filled the air. Dad, she said one night as they washed dishes side by side, what will happen to Sarah? She'll be in prison for a long time, Liam replied. People who hurt others always face the truth eventually.